SGA, I'm talking to you. This is your time, sir.
Dude.
This is your window. You got Wemby coming around the corner. Anthony Edwards is only going to get better. Luka had an off year. This is your shot, SGA. Still no games of hoops on a Wednesday night. We are getting desperate. I am itching for some basketball. We are one day away from the NBA Finals, and we are going to get into all of it. Preview, predictions, betting, advice. Let's get into it. My name is Shlomo Stark.
My name is Levi Jacob.
And this is the daily basketball recap in 15 minutes or less. Levi! I am pumped for ball. It is about time. I am, that SpongeBob meme when he's just like sitting at home bored? That's me the last couple days. I just want some basketball. Tonight, the Oklahoma City Thunder are hosting the Indiana Pacers. Everyone, I think I saw one person, but it feels like it was fake even, has the Thunder winning this matchup, this finals series. They are minus 700 favorites. Do you know what that means, Levi? In betting language? Okay. They are favored by 9.5 points, which probably means they're going to be favored by like 6 at home, away. Oklahoma, the only thing you have going for the Pacers is everyone's like, I don't know, they're really good, don't count them out. Like, people are like, you're doing that. They're like, I have the Thunder, I think the Thunder will win, but don't be surprised if the Pacers like do something because they're really good. Everyone has said the exact same thing. That's also what I'm gonna say. I guess I'll go another step further and say I would actually be more surprised than most people if the Pacers do something. Listen, remember, this is a Thunder team that almost lost to Memphis in Game 3. This is a Thunder team that got killed by the Timberwolves in Game 3. And you could make the case that the Pacers are better than the Nuggets, and the Nuggets brought this team to 7. I think that case would be wrong because I think the Nuggets, as you mentioned many times on this podcast, were the perfect matchup for OKC, whereas the Pacers are less so. They don't have a person named Nikola Jokic on their team. So we'll see. My advice to the Pacers was the same advice I had for the Timberwolves, which is keep it close. If you keep it close, there's always a chance because the Thunder, one issue they have is their clutch numbers aren't great, especially these playoffs. They have only 2 clutch wins this playoff, once against Denver and one against Minnesota. Now, that necessarily number doesn't reflect much because most of the games were not in the clutch. So that's the situation. My prediction, and I'll let you cook in a minute. My prediction is OKC in 5. You know what? I'll go bold. OKC in 4. I just haven't seen most people predict that, so I think it'll be fun. OKC in 4. And I would be surprised if Indiana gets a win. No, I wouldn't be surprised if they get a win. Sorry. I'd be surprised if they get 2 wins. OKC is a much better team. They're the best home team in the playoffs. They're on a historic run now of having only lost 4 games the entire playoffs and having won 67 games the regular season. Good job by you, OKC. It's your finals to lose. And that is my prediction and my preview. Levi, your thoughts?
As the resident Oklahoma City fan on this podcast, I'm going to take OKC. I think it's going to be 6, though. I think it's going to be 6.
That's a lot of respect.
I think that the Pacers team is just criminally underrated to this point, even. They create so much chaos for the other team, and it's so, like, kind of no matter who you're playing against. Like, even for, like, I'm thinking going back to, like, the Spurs were so good and so in control. Like when they used to play with Tim Duncan they knew how to get a bucket, they knew how to calm themselves down, they knew how to play at their own pace. The Pacers play with such energy and such pace, no pun intended, that it's just dizzying. It's just dizzying for so many teams on defense to have to deal with, and you saw it like throughout all series that they've played by this point. I think that the Thunder, for the most part, will be in control, but I think that there's a real good chance that the Pacers are just really on one of those nights, and it really could be that they Tyrese Halliburton hits a insane step back. They're the team that makes those kind of shots that you're like, there's no way that's going in, and then it goes in. They're just on a very good high right now. And it's really, really hard to say that they won't put up more of a fight than people are expecting them to, because that's what they've been doing the whole playoffs. Ultimately, I think that the Thunder's defense, I think we spoke about this earlier in the postseason. I don't really believe in using it nowadays regular season stats to prove what a playoff series will look like. Right? They keep going back to, Tyrese Halliburton was held to this number, whatever. There was injuries, there was this, that, and the other, but it also was the regular season, and teams just although the Thunder do most nights, even during the regular season, teams don't really try as hard during the regular season. So it's just it doesn't really tell me anything. I think that the Pacers team, a lot of people are talking about Nesmith being out. I do think that's a big cog that they need in order to succeed. But I just feel why the Pacers at home one game, can't win one. I think that they definitely can. I think that there's as you saw in game 3 of last series, right? Sometimes the ball's just going the other way. That's just what it is. So I think it's gonna be fun. Is the most dynamic offense versus the most dynamic defense. It's gonna be so much fun, and I don't care about small market, big market, whatever nonsense. This is gonna be great basketball.
Yeah, and the case for the Pacers is they were the underdog in every single series this year, this playoffs. They were the underdog against the Bucks, even though a lot of people said they shouldn't have been, but those were the odds. They were underdog against the Cavs, which everyone certainly agreed they should be, and they were underdogs against the Knicks, even though it was very close. So they've been here before in this underdog position, like you mentioned. Let me ask you this question before we end. And if your answer is, we'll end depending on your answer. Meaning if your answer is intriguing,
there's more to discuss.
We'll keep going. If your answer is intriguing, we'll keep going. And if your answer is not intriguing, then I will end the podcast. So no pressure. Would you you gave a beautiful little monologue now about the Pacers. It was lovely. Let me ask you this. Would it surprise you? Would it shock you if in the next 4 games, OKC wins the next 4 games?
Would it shock me?
Would you be like, I can't believe it. I thought these Pacers, whatever your whole monologue was just now.
Yeah.
And the Thunder, would you be like, I thought all of the things I just said, I can't believe the Thunder won 4 games in a row?
So I will say, I'll be honest with you, and I'm sorry to upset listeners. I think it would shock me. I honestly think it would shock me. Huh?
What listeners are you upsetting?
I don't know. Who knows?
Will you think think Alex Caruso's sisters just listen to this and be like, yo, what the heck? Put some respect on Caruso's name. I don't think our listeners care. Our listeners are all Knicks fans.
Don't put a limit on our listeners. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Yeah. You know what I want to do one time? I want to pretend that we have really intense listeners and just look directly at the camera and be like, SGA, I'm talking to you. This is your time, sir. Dude. This is your window. You got Wemby coming around the corner. Anthony Edwards is only going to get better. Luka had an off year. This is your shot, SGA. But he's not listening. We have 4 listeners, but SGA is not one of the 4.
It's the Stephen A. Smith, Yeah,
exactly. Anyway.
I think it would. I think it would be
cool.
Yeah, I think it would be a little bit shocking just because, again, I think that like the Pacers have enough. Like, I in my eyes, it's hard for me to believe that that's the separation between the Thunder and the Pacers, and to me, that would really cement them as like one of the best seasons for a team of all time.
Mm-hmm.
But like obviously, I think most people would be in the same camp.
Okay,
But
and what's your prediction for game one? Sorry.
sorry, yeah, I think definitely Thunder are gonna win this game.
Okay. If the Pacers win game one, are you changing your prediction from Pacers in 6?
You mean Thunder in 6?
Yes.
To what?
Anything.
7? No,
Or Pacers win.
no. This Thunder team is very, very good at not getting too excited about one game. Like just keeping their foot on the gas and figuring it out.
I hear that. All
You've
right.
seen it throughout the playoffs. Yeah.
Let's see what happens. That was the daily basketball recap in 15 minutes or less. I want to thank you, Levy, for co-hosting, for producing, for being a friend to the 76ers. No, to a friend to the Pacers. I don't know why I said 76ers. I don't even know what I was thinking of.
I think it was just your opportunity to get a cheap shot in at the 76ers. That's all.
No, maybe. Like, I haven't thought about the 76ers in months. Like, I don't know what that was, honestly. But I want to thank you for listening.